Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen from the capital of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. We welcome everyone to the Angel Investing Forum. My name is Yasser Al-Sagaf, and I will be your host for the next 2 days. This forum is brought to you by منشآت, Saudi Venture Capital, and Gen Saudi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. للغير الناطقين باللغة الإنجليزية أرجو الضغط على رابط الترجمة الموجود في قسم المحادثات. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start today, let me take you through the platform features to get more familiar with it. Under reception, you can see the agenda for both days. We have great keynote speakers joining us virtually. The functionality with the networking feature will allow you to meet others through video calls. It is nice because you will get randomly matched with any of our experts or even other attendees. So use the networking tab at any time during this forum. Panel discussions and other sessions will be held right here, where you are watching us now. You can use the chat functionality to say hello or ask any questions, or if you ever have any technical issues at any point of time during this forum, just hit us up. The list of attendees from all over the world can be seen under the People's tab. You can connect, you can chat with each other during the forum at any time. Okay, why are we doing this forum at this time in Saudi Arabia? Venture investments have been on the rise in Saudi Arabia and the region, and this reflects a positive trend with a growing ecosystem, of course with huge support from the government of Saudi Arabia. This forum is organized to gather experts, investors, and entrepreneurs to network and to receive local, regional, and international insights about the latest trends and early stage investments. And to begin with, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to welcome on our virtual stage His Excellency Governor of منشآت, Engineer Saleh Al-Rashid, for the opening remarks.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to welcome you all here in the Angel Investment Forum 2020, which is held in conjunction with Global Entrepreneurship Week Saudi Arabia, hosted by منشآت and Gen Saudi. As we support startups' growth and work to increase their chances of survival and receiving funds, we bring this forum to you to stress the importance of early stage funding at this critical stage of startup life. With the development of this assets class, we create more opportunities for venture funds and better exit for angels to go to the VC or private equity fund, then finally to IPO. Today, we are witnessing more investments in Saudi, and new angel groups are also created to incentivize this risky asset class and create more smart money. And here we have to stress the importance of education and awareness programs to educate the ecosystem. As we all know, the Kingdom currently is working to build the stimulating program for ambitious business culture and business support for startups and SMEs. We are launching more than 9 business accelerators in the Kingdom region during only the COVID-19 time, and also so different grant programs. As you know, we launched the government fund program, which is the Saudi Venture Capital Fund, and that fund was the key catalyst to increase activities in the space. The Saudi Venture Capital Fund has stimulated the private sector to invest in Saudi startups by committing to invest more than 800 million riyal in 18 investments fund and co-investments with the angel investor in multi-million deals. As we know, the Saudi Arabia ranked now the 12th in the availability of the venture fund. Also the SVC, the growth of the fund that we have is doubled in this year comparing what we have done in the last year. And also at the same time, we created too many angel networks. Uqal was one of them, as the first angel network was established in Saudi Arabia, then followed by Falak Angels, Riyadh Angels, and Women's Spark. Today, we have more than 200 angel investors where they already invested in our startups. Angel investors play a key role in the funding innovative startups in the early stages, their role to extend and providing the mentorship, as we know, and guidance to facilitate growth, to help them in the early stages, then definitely in the later stages. The local angel investment landscape still faces, as we know, some challenges related to the quality and the quantity of deal flow. Also, the lack of awareness amongst investors and entrepreneurs. Finally, limited skills and knowledge over all the angel investors. Today, we have two different experts and people where they help us to enhance the ecosystem worldwide, at the same time, enhance the deal flow that we have from the startups. We started to develop the angel investor, enhancing the governance and industry body. At the same time, we raise the industry standard. We provide channels for policy advocacy. Also, we increase the skills and knowledge of investors. Finally, we must call for a regional collaboration between angel group in the region and globally to facilitate access to the market and share knowledge and expertise which ultimately support the growth of startup. This forum comes to spread more awareness around angel investing and its importance to startups at an early stages, and I would like to thank you all for participating in this forum. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. سنتحدث بلغة الأعمال، اللغة الإنجليزية، لمتابعة المؤتمر باللغة العربية. رجاء الضغط على الرابط الموجود في قسم المحادثات. هذا البث يبث طبعا لدول الخارج أيضا. منشآت has been a big player in the startup ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen, and angel investing is one of the most important components in building startup ecosystems. Thank you again, Your Excellency. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on our virtual stage His Excellency, CEO of Saudi Venture Capital Company, Dr. Nabil Koshek, the co-organizer of Angel Investing Forum as well. Dr. Nabil, the floor is all yours.
Hello, thank you, Yasser. Hi, everybody. I think I'm glad to be just giving a quick introduction to this amazing event that came together in a great effort by the great team at Munsha'at, Saudi Gen, as well as the Saudi Venture Capital Company. I think we have really world-class speakers, experts internationally, regionally, and globally. And I think why angel investing is important, because it's the riskiest stage of the riskiest asset class, which is venture investment. And this is really crucial, that this stage is really the stage where actually it creates the pipeline for different venture investors, including specifically the VC funds. And that's why that this actually event is really crucial and important to highlight and share experiences on angel investing from experts locally, regionally, and internationally. I don't want to get much of your time. I think I'm just going to share with you what's happening in terms of numbers, specifically in Saudi Arabia. Last year, there was an increase 35% in the total amount invested in venture capital, as well as there is a 92% increase in the number of deals. This year, 2020, despite COVID-19, the first half of 2020, we already exceeded the number of deals and the total amount invested in 2019. Just to give you and scratch the surface on what's happening on a healthy pipeline of quality investable startups led and managed by great evolving entrepreneurs locally and regionally, as well as backed by evolving professional venture investments, including angel investors as well as VCs. So not to take much of your time, I would like first to thank all the great speakers that are participating in this program. And also I would like to thank the team that actually collected منشآت and Gen Saudi as well as SVC, who really carefully designed this program that collectively is a platform to exchange experiences, opportunities, as well as challenges in the venture investment scene within Saudi Arabia, regionally and globally. Thank you all and welcome to this virtual platform for exchanging experiences on angel investing.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Indeed, we have seen the development in the venture capital scene in Saudi Arabia, which demands us to increase angel investing to support the early stages for startups. Now, let's please give a virtual round of applause for CEO of Gen Saudi, Amal Dukhan. Amal? Amal, are you there? Now she's appearing. Amal? Welcome, Amal. We can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, yes, Amal, I can hear you.
I believe that we've got a little bit of just a technical talent, but at the moment I would like to say that I want to welcome everyone who's joining us from different parts of the world. And
Amal, I cannot hear you anymore. Okay, Amal will be back with us very soon. Let me just take you through the question. What is really angel investing? Angel investing is when individual people invest their personal capital in an early stage company known as a startup. Amal, I was going to take over, but you're here, so I'll let you go through your speech.
You've been doing great. Thank you so much. And we apologize for this technical glitch. I want to welcome everyone who's with us here today. Thank you, the Governor. Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Nabil and Yasser, for this great introduction to this wonderful forum. And we're really hoping that everyone would benefit, would be exposed to all these global experiences and wonderful keynotes that we have here today.
Great. And Amal, a lot of questions pop up usually when we start these type of forums. A question came up and I want to ask you this question, if you may.
Of course.
Do you allow me to ask you? Okay. Is there a gap in early stage funding for startups?
Well, obviously, Yasser, there's a gap that we have seen at both sides. In the entrepreneur side, where there still need to be more development for their MVPs, for the early stage, to create more of a healthier pipeline where VCs will be able to invest comfortably in these companies. And on the other hand, we're still not seeing enough of the investors in this asset class that previously have mentioned is very risky. And that's the reason why we're doing this forum today here, Yasser. So hopefully we'll get to know more about angel investing and all these other kind of interesting information. So thank you so much for leading.
Hopefully. So my question was
valid.
It was
very much valid, and we can't wait to see the rest of the program. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you very much, Amal. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, what is really angel investing? I said angel investing is when an individual people invest their personal capital in an early stage company known as a startup. Who are angel investors? Angel investors are individuals who invest their own money typically in small amounts and very early in the life cycle of a company. These words were explained clearly in the book of Angel Investing by super angel investor, founder, and CEO of Gust, and also our first keynote speaker for today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. David Rose.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much. It is a pleasure and an honor to be with you, for the kickoff of this extraordinary conference. You have an amazing team here that has been working very, very hard to pull together the world's leading experts to help share the fun and economy of angel investing. So my name is David S. Rose, and I am actually a fifth-generation entrepreneur. But interestingly, I'm a third-generation angel investor. So I have been spending the last 20 years or so doing angel investing and having, as the title of my book says, which some of you may have read, both making money and having fun investing in startups. So my goal this evening is to give you a very quick, brief introduction to what angel investing is and why you would do it. So if you think about investing, angel investing is a form of investing. And if you think about investing, you can get different kinds of returns that correlate to different kinds of risks. You can put your money in a bank account and get very little return, but it's very safe. Or if you invest in stocks in public equities, you might get 5%. If you invest in hedge funds as an advanced accredited investor, you could get potentially 10%. Private equity funds typically will target 15% or more, and you can invest your money in a venture capital fund with professional managers in the early stage, and typically venture capital funds target up to 20%. So why then would you do this crazy angel investing? Well, it's riskier, but the returns can be very, very high, with a typical average return for an angel investor of 25 to 30% on a professionally managed portfolio over time. However, it's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's very risky. But for those of us who like doing this and like supporting entrepreneurs, it is an enormous amount of fun. So where do angel investors fit into the sequence of investing? This gives you a rough idea by risk, by stage of company, and by amount of capital invested. So if you think about the first money that comes into any kind of startups, this typically comes in from the founder, him or herself, and their family. And then angels are the next level of investors. They typically put in the very first, highest, most risky money to get a company started. You know, angel investors who are organized into groups can get together to put larger check sizes in, and only then do you get to venture capital, who are the professional investors who are investing larger amounts of still very risky early stage money, with the goal being ultimately to create a successful, profitable company that can have an IPO. Okay, so how do you become an angel investor? The process is actually very simple. You go around and look at every garage and under every rock, and you try and find some scruffy guys who look like this. And then you give them a check that looks like that. And then you let it sit for a number of years and marinate and grow older until it looks like this. And then at the end of the day, you end up owning a piece of the world's most valuable company. So that, of course, is Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, the founders of Apple Computer, and Mike Markula, who wrote the first angel investor check into Apple Computer many, many years ago, when Apple, of course, became the world's most valuable company. So let's discuss, first of all, angels and VCs. You heard that angels are different from venture capitalists, and there is a very big difference here. Venture capital investors are professional managers of money who invest other people's money, government money, institutional money, the money of super rich people, whereas angel investors are individual people who manage their own money. And if you're going to put your money into angel investing, into these early stage entrepreneurial startups, you have to understand two things. One, it's very, very risky. Two, it takes a very, very long time. And so therefore, if you are looking and thinking about being an angel investor, you have to go through this checklist and see, are you really the right person to be an angel investor? If you are, it can be more fun than almost anything else except maybe starting a company. But it takes a long-term view. You should only invest money that you are totally prepared to lose. This is not like investing in the stock market, because most angel investments fail, because most startup companies fail, because startups are very risky. You've got to have an even temperament. You have to work well with people, because you're dealing with crazy entrepreneurs who are even crazier than investors. You have to have the self-discipline to do this rationally over time. Be willing to learn. That's all why you're here this evening. And most importantly, you really have to love these crazy people known as entrepreneurs who are starting companies. So let's go through how you become an investor, how you do angel investing. The first thing you need to do is find opportunities. Since these are all brand new companies that are just starting out, And you can get deal flow from a wide variety of places. For somebody who's just starting out, by far the best sense of deal flow is from an angel group. And there are now, as you just heard this morning, an explosion of angel groups in the Middle East. You have Riyadh Angels and Emirates Angels with whom I've been working, Dubai Angels, Cairo Angels, Okal, Tenmu, Women's Spark with whom I've worked. There are a lot of wonderful groups that are bringing together angels and finding opportunities and delivering them on a platter to you. So these are all the various ways you can find it. As you begin to be an angel investor, you will find that it builds and you will get more and more deal flow coming in. Once you see that you have all these companies coming in, how do you choose which one to invest in? Well, you have to do what's called due diligence. And due diligence means investigating, looking at everything about the company to decide whether it makes sense to invest.